Welcome MOTU fans to another Third Earth Reviews toy review, and today I will be reviewing the Masters of the Universe Evil Ocean Warlord, Mer-Man. Mer-Man was released in 1982 as part of Wave 1 of the Masters of the Universe toy line from Mattel. Mer-Man was sold on a blister card packaging that fully showcased the figure, his weapon laid at his feet, and his mini-comic was behind him. In researching which mini-comic Mer-Man came with, I have seen many mint-on-card figures with different mini-comics. Some examples are Battle in the Clouds, The Stench of Evil, He-Man and the Power Sword, among others. I'm not sure if it depended on the region that the figure was released in, or if there was a difference in any re-released figures in later waves. If you have any information on this, please let me know in the comments below. On the back of the blister card, there was a fantastic piece of artwork featuring the character, among the image of a few other figures that were sold separately. He was also released in a 3-pack with Webstore and Battle Armor Skeletor. Like most of the vintage MOTU figures, Mer-Man has a fairly simple sculpt and color design. The majority of his body is a solid green plastic with just a bit of color on his face and loincloth. He does have the traditional soft squishy head that came with a lot of the early MOTU figures. As an interesting side note, his mold was later used for the 1986 release of Stinkor. Although this figure is a bit simplistic compared to some of today's toys, I absolutely love his facial expression. To me, it really captures the character, especially how he was designed in the later Filmation cartoon. Mer-Man has the same articulation as most of the vintage MOTU figures. His head can look left and right, his arms can move up and down, and his legs can rotate at the hips. He also has the standard twistable waist and the power punch action. Also, as a note, the rubber holding the vintage MOTU figure's legs often wore down, and you will see figures that have a hard time standing. However, there are a lot of great YouTube videos out there on how to fix this common problem. Mer-Man comes with a removable battle armor and his signature sword, which are both made of a solid yellowish plastic. Mer-Man does have a few variations. One of these variations is often called the Blue Mer-Man. Released by Top Toys in 1983 and most likely the result of a bad batch of coloring, a few figures of Mer-Man have blue heads and legs. The rest of the figures, including the arms and torsos, are the standard green. There were also two variations of Mer-Man's belt on his loincloth. One is the same orange as the cloth, and the other is a green belt with the orange cloth. Although I cannot confirm this information, it seems that the green belt were on the Top Toy figures and on the commemorative figures that were released in the 2000s, while the orange belt was the original release. So if you can confirm this, or if you have any other information on some variations of Mer-Man, please let me know in the comments below. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you can check out all my other reviews. In my next vintage MOTU review, I will be taking a look at Hordak. So, until then, this has been Third Earth Reviews.